Hey guys, so today I thought I'd cover a bit more on my medium experience. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos on this channel, you guys know that I met a medium recently and it was a crazy experience. I mean, not as crazy as I hoped or thought. I don't know if that makes me sound weird or even more crazy, but I did, expect something totally different, but it was still an amazing experience regardless. And I definitely have some medium in me, but I'm to where she is at. See, I thought she was gonna come here and like communicate with the spirits and the angels, but she just feels their energy and she can feel what they are. And I'm at that level. I even told her it's like I'm pretty sure there's like 1,000 angels in my room. I feel like 6. She never felt how many there actually was, so I was devastated to not know how many there are. But even when I've talked about 6 angels being in my room, I've seen a number 6 afterwards, so it would just make complete sense. That is synchronicity. That's probably true. There probably is at least 6 in my room. And there's lots of fairies and whatever else in there. There's a lot of good energy in there, a lot of protective energy, and even she felt that. So it's like I'm definitely very full of light energy in my room, and I definitely fill it up with that, and I've definitely asked the universe for that. And the universe and like spirituality, just so you guys know, I always feel like I need to cover this, but it's not a religion. It just has to do with your higher self and a greater sense of your own being. So in reality, if you really want to consider a religion, it's literally asking your higher self to do things for you. It's literally asking your higher self for guidance. But anyways, she came over and she felt a lot of angels in my room. And so we're both about the same level of mediumship, and I won't be surprised if one day I can communicate with them. I can communicate with the energy vibrations that they give off, but I can't communicate with them through like seeing them or any like, and I do see angels sometimes, but not all the time. And this experience with her, before meeting her, I see energy fields too. If you guys don't know, I was born with able to do that. I was born with my third eye quite open. It closed a little bit as I got older. Naturally, for everyone else, it closes all the way, and that's why people, can't do all the things that psychics can do, because everyone is born psychic. But some people, the way we have to grow up, we are kind of forced into closing it off. And becoming such a part of a materialistic world where these specific views and stuff is like, well, it's not believed in because we are being controlled, okay? We are people who want power over us, need us to think and believe in certain things. So people who desire that power and whatever, they do take control over that, because while we're here, well, I'm not, but people on this planet are here believing in God and whatever. They can literally take books, whatever it is, or even get someone to write an article about God and literally tell you things that are not true. Because if you are taking advice from one specific place and not yourself, ever, your heart, your true higher self, which is what spirituality is teaching yourself to connect better with your higher self and the universe and all of that. If you're believing in a God and whatever, it is so easy to get into your head and manipulate the shit out of you, because that is where God stems from, is your head, right? That is a belief that stems from your head. And if someone gets into your head, they can change that however they want, not to mention because you're looking to a leader for leadership to own you. So you are making yourself vulnerable all the way for that power to be taken over you. This is why this isn't my vlog channel, because I'm a chatterbox. I talk so much. But this medium experience, oh my God. And I do believe in angels, and it's like, some people don't understand how you can believe in angels and not believe in God. But I've actually seen angels, and I know that they're there, and they really don't have a connection with God to my belief. You can believe in God if you want to. I really don't, and I really don't care to hear about it. I hate it. I can't stand it. No offense, but religion pisses me off straight up. So please don't talk about it to me, because I'm never changing my mind. I've seen things that most people, the average human, does not see. And you know, I've done years and years and years of research. I don't just base my beliefs off of a book or one person or an article. I don't, or a fucking church. No. So, you know, my beliefs and my knowledge stems from worldwide knowledge and literally universal fucking related knowledge. And that's the same with spirituality. You know, your knowledge is limitless because you are opening up and expanding yourself constantly to the point that you're constantly learning new things and taking on new energies and new experiences all the time. So it's really fucking awesome. And that's definitely something I would recommend to everybody, but it's not a religion. And angels are not part of religion. They are literally just something that is with us every single day. You can consider them a part of your religion if you fucking want to. They don't give a shit. But honestly, I shouldn't be speaking for angels because I cannot communicate with them that well yet. But I feel like from what I know about angels and what I hear even mediums say about angels is they don't care how you label them. They don't care if you want to fucking give them a name. They don't care. Right? They're there to help you. And whatever helps you, they are down for. Unless it's something really bad, like robbing a bank or something, then no, they're going to try and stop you. But they can't stop you, and this is what people don't always understand. It's like they can only try to stop you and turn you around, but because people don't pay attention to signs or any of that, they don't know that they should not be doing that there is something better out there for them. That's another thing with following your heart, and I make a lot of videos about the difference between following your head and your heart on my main channel, which I always link in the description, by the way, if you're interested. Below all of my videos, it's always there. You can check that out if you're interested. Definitely worth checking out, I would say, if you want a chance at happiness and all of that. I mean, like, people are fucking miserable, okay? And that's why one of the reasons why I make the videos that I do is because I feel so driven to do it. And I don't know, obviously it's part of my life purpose, but you know, it doesn't make sense to me yet. But so yeah, kind of a long part of the video so far. This video is not supposed to be this long, but oops, it is. Oh well, I guess, I don't know. But this medium experience, before she even came, so I was born seeing energetic fields, as I was saying, before I continued to talk to death, and I'm just gonna have to do that more now because that's how it happened. And so I see energetic fields. I was born with that ability, and I'm seeing the future, by the way. Just throw that out there because psychic abilities we're talking about right now, psychic connections, and it looked like an angel light. Now I can't say it's an angel because again, I'm not fully in that yet, but I did see blue and purple and a little bit of white, like kind of like a pearl white energy. And just as I was like walking down this hallway, kind of, it's not really a hallway, but it's like between my bed and my dresser, so it's kind of shaped like a hallway in my defense. And as I was walking through there to go out the door because she was here or almost here, I can't actually remember because now it's been a while, and I seen just that there's just like this shot of blue that just popped right up in front of me, and it was just like a cleansing, like, energetic field that was in my presence. And this continued on throughout the evening. Before she left, I seen yellow in the room we were sitting in, and yellow is like joy, and I mean, it has a lot of meanings. And if you learn anything about spirituality, you're not going to know everything. And that's why sometimes I do have to write things down for my videos, and why sometimes making these videos can be very, very complicated because there is so much shit to fucking talk about. And then by the time you talk about one thing, you forget the other thing you wanted to talk about. So It's really kind of complicated sometimes. And like colors, well, there's over 1 million colors on this fucking planet, and all of them have 10 or more meanings. So I really, I can't tell you what all of them mean unless I make a special video about them. And I usually pick the ones that I'm most familiar with to begin with. But, I seen yellow, and yellow is a symbol of joy, and that's the first thing that came to my head. And when you see signs, you should always firstly think of what comes to your head, like what you were thinking about before you seen the sign. And so it probably wasn't joy. And I did more research afterwards, and I don't think it was joy. It was definitely cleansing as well. Cleansing was one of the meanings, and that's the one I chose for it, actually. Finally remember. I chose the cleansing definition because we also got our house smudged. So that definitely made sense, and there's good energy in there now. I mean, there's always been good energy in this house, but there was some bad energy that we did need to clear out, but for the most part, it was good energy. It was just bad energy somebody left over at our house, so we had to clear that out, and we did, and we even got smudged ourselves, and I definitely needed that, and this medium is going to be helping me further. She's going to be using a drum on me. It's kind of like another spiritual instrument, and it's supposed to heal me a little bit more. And then she's gonna she contacted her friend, like I said in my other vlogs about this. I don't know how many vlogs I mentioned this in. I think it was only one, but she contacted her friend, and her friend is going to help me more further to heal from my dark past, my anger, my aggression, because if you guys, again, have watched any of my previous videos, main channel or this channel, that I suffer from anger issues, and that's like something I was born with entirely, and I can't say that it's ever going to leave, but I need to gain control over it again, because it got really out of control, and my anger gets out of control because of the way people treat me. People just have always had a reason somehow, I don't know, not even a reason, that's not the right word. They've always just felt the need to come at me for no reason. And so that's where my anger stems from. It's because just constant disrespect from people, and it's like, I'm so fucking sick of this. And that's how my anger came out of its cage in the first place, because as a kid, I was born very selfless, very peaceful, very kind. So by no means did I ever want to hurt anyone, did I ever want to lose my shit on people, but at a very dark part in my life, which I'll make a separate video about if you guys are interested in that, but it's a very long story, and I'm not going to tell it all now, but I've been through a lot of fucking shit, and most people do not have to face this much shit in their life. But basically, I grew up going to funerals, okay? Starting at 10, I went to funerals, and they're still not over. They take these breaks, but it doesn't feel like breaks because there's still people dying in our lives, my family's life. So, and I mean, like Christmas and all, like we're down to 3 people, and one of them's me. So, it's kind of dark, and people would mock me for it and shit. And again, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but long story short, the bullying for me got really worse, and then they found out about these deaths, and they thought that that's something to make fun of and use against me and cause me more pain. And that's just, it seemed like it fascinated people, or entertain people to cause me pain. And so it was really depressing, honestly, but that's what it looked like to me, because every time someone would cause me pain, they would laugh about it or joke about it with their friends or have a stupid ass smirk on their fucking face. And it's like, my anger got out of control, and it's like, that's the only way people left me alone, is when my anger just exploded, because it makes everyone scared of me, right? So my anger just bashed everyone, and I want to say banished. I almost said banished. It bashed everyone. It got rid of them. It made them shut up. It made them leave me alone. And so I kept stemming from that place of anger and hatred and became a very, very dark person, like a villain. Yes, like a villain. And so that's who I became for years. And then I decided to stop because it's not being a good person, first of all, and it's not going to help me ever be happy, satisfied. Darkness can give you that. It can give you satisfaction, but it can't give you long-term happiness, right? So, and happiness is very, very, it's always been very, very, very important to me. So I stopped, and thankfully I met another spiritual teacher who also thankfully helped me out of it. And now I have another person that's been brought to me by the universe, thankfully, who has been crossed paths with me now. And also, I forgot to mention my life coach too. You know, I had her help a little bit. And now I have this medium's help, and now I'm getting help from her friend. And this is all like a yearly experience, like throughout the years of my life. And I've also learned from myself and YouTubers that I watch that make the same kind of videos that I do. So definitely there has been a lot to learn, and the universe and my higher self, in other words, has gave me all of these things that I can access to get better and achieve at healing myself. But I became very destructive to myself and others and my environments and all of that. And so I'm glad that that's mostly over. But there is still a lot, like the anger is still deep in there, and I still need to get rid of it. So she's definitely helping me with that. And that's, you know, that's one of the reasons why she's coming over to do this drumming on me, is because she needs to open me up so that her friend can get into me. As weird as that might sound, but you know, we feel energies from even all over the fucking world. If like she's 4 hours away and she can still tap into my energy, and I mean, sitting there at the fucking dinner table, my mom's telling me all the things that she's felt so far, you know, just, you know, again, just hearing about me, hearing my name, she can feel all of my fucking energy, and that's insane. But that's how this shit works, you know? It's like worldwide, it's universal, it doesn't matter where you are, you can always do it, right? And it's always gonna work for you. And so she said that she can feel when I'm working on getting better, but then I start closing up again, and that's when my anger takes control, and I get blinded by hatred and shit again. So that definitely needs to stop, and I know it will. I had a dream confirming that this morning, so hopefully that ends soon. But I know my anger will always be a part of me, and a lot of people do enjoy it because it helps motivate them, and it helps, you know, make them feel empowered and all of that, and just encouraged in general. And it helps me as well, and I don't want to lose it completely, but I want to lose the constant, you know, grudges I'm holding on people that have hurt me. And just because all I'm doing is draining my own energy, and that's all you're doing when you have bad intentions, is draining people's energy. And I really hope that you guys stuck around for this whole video. If you guys stuck around this long, like, you guys definitely have fucking potential. Let me just tell you right now, because the true way to know if people are actually like ready to get better and achieve everything in life and conquer their goals is when they're sitting through 20-minute videos or even longer, because this video is definitely going to be longer than 20 minutes, I can assure you, because there's still one thing I have left to mention. So I'm just going to get to that right away. That when she left, like I was saying with the yellow energy and the energy before she came over, as she was coming over, and she even said she could feel the angels and just like the good energy, the presence of the good energy in our house from like a block away. She's like, yeah, this is the way. And then she confirmed the angels in my room. Like, there's a lot of fucking angels in my room, and yeah, there's just a lot of good energy in this house. And then when she left, and we had this long conversation about how to help me and all of that, and, you know, just shit that I needed help with. And you know, we had a really good connection, and I seen all this gold behind me, and I think that was my confidence, my inner confidence, my higher self. That was that color. It looked like an angel light at first, and that's what I thought at first, but I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I still have to learn the difference, but it's really, really hard to tell the difference, especially for someone who's still learning this shit. So all I can hope for is to get better from my anger right now. It's definitely something that needs to be dealt with, and I've been waiting years for it to be dealt with. Like, you can never really get better on your own. You do the work on your own, but you need to reach out for the guidance. And I would not recommend counselors either. I've had counselors, therapists, psychiatrists my whole life. All types of counselors my whole life. And none of them have helped me. Life coach, definitely recommend. Other than that, a spiritual teacher. And you can find those all over the internet if you can afford it. But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos.